Hi everyone, this is Max from the Burley Box, and this week I'm very excited about this video because I'm about to pop my VR cherry. So, saying that I've never used VR before isn't exactly true. I have been exposed to VR once before, and it was with those weird headset with a cell phone in it. It wasn't very good. I said to myself, this isn't for me, to hell with VR. And in the past few months, I've heard good comments about VR, that it was coming along, and it was better and better. So I said to myself, maybe I should dive right back into the VR pool. And I thought that this device here would be the best. And why I thought that this would be the best device to dive back into the VR pool is because this is a standalone VR headset. So meaning you don't need a very powerful PC to play it. It plays by itself. And also it is cheaper. It's cheaper than the Vive, than the Rift, and even the PS4 version of the VR headset. So let's go ahead and unbox this baby and see what it's all about. So this is my review for the Oculus Go. So here it is. This is the Oculus Go standalone VR 64GB version. Let's take a look at the box before opening it. So in the front, very little information, but also the apps that you can use with it. And in the back, it explains a bit more. So watch, play, hang out, and comfortable and lightweight and 3D immersion. And here it says what it's all about. High resolution, built-in immersive audio. So there is audio in the headset here, and you can use it with your friends and use it to see live event and concerts, and also for 360 degrees videos and photos. And here is what's in the box. So obviously there is the VR headset, one controller, AA batteries, and USB cable. I have to say that this doesn't come with the mains adapter, so you have to have one beforehand. Luckily I have one, so later on when I want to use it or charge it, I'm gonna be able to. So let's go ahead and open it up carefully, not to scrap the box. Oh yeah, this is it. So here's the moment of truth. I'm just gonna open the box here, if I can. It's pretty tight. Oh, there you go. So the box is filled with felt or something to protect it, so I'm gonna keep it in the box and keep it in when I'm using it. So here we go. First, there's a little box here. Don't know what it's in. Oh. So this here is the eyeglass spacer. Oh, if you have eyeglasses. And in here you have the USB cable, I assume. I guess that's it. You have one battery. I assume this is gonna go into the controller. Documentation. Oh, and also something to clean the eyewear, I assume. FCC compliance statement, and the booklet that you have to read beforehand. And here I have, oh, it's for the controller. So yeah, this is for the controller, I assume. So you don't drop it or show it in your TV like the Wiimote. So this here. So this is the controller with the motion pad here. Seems very clicky, so it's fun. A return button and a home button, I assume, and the trigger to shoot if you play a shooter game. Feels kind of nice in hand. And oh, this is where you put the battery in. So let's go ahead and put it in. Doesn't say anywhere. Okay. There you go. It says here, grab your phone and get started. So, and here is the headset in the inside. It says here no liquid cleaner, so you don't clean it with liquid. I assume that you only have to use this little wipe here, this thing. So it looks pretty cool. It's protected by plastic everywhere, so there's no scratches on it. It looks like a very high quality, better quality than when I used the cell phone VR headset. So I don't see any speakers. I assume they're on there. There they are. I imagine the sound comes from here. So that's pretty much it inside the box. So now I'm gonna try it on and try and see what it's all about, and and also if it's good, if the resolution is good, the sound is good, and also the battery power. And there's a battery pack inside, and I assume that it's gonna play for around 2 hours. I'm gonna see about that. So this is it. So let's go and see how it works. First of all, I had to configure the headset. It was pretty straightforward and easy. You just need to pair the headgear with your Wi-Fi, then pair it in the Oculus app on your phone, and finally calibrate the controller, and you're good to go. This is what waits for you once you boot up the headset for the first time. For someone like me who never really had much to do with VR, I was pleasantly surprised with the wonders of 360 degrees VR. As you can see, the layout of the interface is very easy to use. You just point and click with the controller on whatever you wish to use. The library of apps and games are limited, but still offers a variety of things to do with this VR headset. From simple apps for meditation, to games, visiting faraway national parks, watching your favorite TV shows, or even catching live shows. Now, since this is a standalone device, it has to rely on its own processing power. It has limits. First of all, there is only one controller and can only drive one controller at a time. You can use other controllers with the device, but only one at a time. This obviously limits the interaction you can perform in a game, like using both hands to manipulate objects. Secondly, the lack of processing power is limiting the quality of the graphics. For example, I tried to use the headset for YouTube or Netflix beyond 720p resolution, and the video would lag and lose sync with the audio. So if you are looking for a powerhouse of crisp and powerful graphics, this isn't for you. Thirdly, since it's a standalone device, you can only get apps and games on the Oculus Store. So let's say that you want to try out Skyrim on this device, it won't work. There is a way to sideload some apps and games from other sources, but you have to go in developer mode, and is often unreliable since most won't work properly for lack of proprietary drivers and such. Lastly, the device works without any sensors in the room, meaning there is no depth control. So if you move around while using the device, you won't actually move inside the game. So you stay on a fixed point and you can see everything around you. Often you can just sit around in your favorite couch to use the device with a multitude of apps and games, or just stand upright and turn around to observe the scenery in 360 degrees. Now, that being said, even with all its limitations, it still offers a good VR experience. It is true that it won't offer you a full VR experience like the Rift or the Vive. It is still a very solid entry-level VR device. Since it has no need for a powerful PC to run it, it makes it more accessible to newcomers like me that want to try out the VR without having to spend a couple of $1,000 to experience VR. This device only costs around $300 and delivers a lot for such a low price. Alright, so a few more things I wanted to say about the device was about the controller. The controller is fairly small, and as you can see, I have big hands. So sometimes if you use the controller for a long period of time, it might get to hurt your hands. Also, the trackpad is not very precise, so you have to fiddle around with it. So if you want, you can change the controller. You don't have to absolutely use this one, but you have to be wary of which ones you buy because they don't all work with the Oculus Go. Also, I wanted to talk about the device itself. The device itself is very well made. You have to take care of the eyeglasses inside, not to scratch it with your face when you put it on or put it off. Besides that, it works great. But one thing, the speaker on the device itself are only kind of okay. If you want to have the full VR experience, I would recommend that you use headphones with it. So my take on this device is that it's pretty good. Only if you are a newcomer like me, if you want to dive into VR, this is a pretty good entry-level device. And if you do like it, you can go beyond with the Rift or the Vive. And it costs only $300, so this is a pretty good buy if you don't want to buy a brand new computer and the VR headset and also the sensors that you have to put into the room. So this would be a good buy for you. And then afterwards, if you really like it, you can just go beyond and buy a new one. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope that you liked the video this week. If you have one of those, please tell us in the comments what you think about it. Also leave a like, subscribe, it helps us a lot. And that's pretty much it for us. We love you all and have a great week.